Good morning, good morning, good morning. What is going on, everybody? Good morning, team. Good morning, team. I said the best way by Sister Francis Sua. What's going on, Francis? How you doing? How you doing? Listen, I'm starting a little early today. Take it, have a, take it slow and quick this morning at the same time. Now, today, um, I want to, sure, I know, first of all, is the volume all right? Can y'all hear me? Can you guys hear me clearly? If not, I will make the proper adjustments. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Good morning, Francis. Yes, good. Loud and clear this morning. Hey, I'm just excited about another day being on this side of on top of the ground instead of being on right. And I'm gonna tell y'all right now, man. Today is gonna be a good blessed day. Good, blessed day. I want to go back today and just touch briefly on the Will Smith apology to real, real briefly. Try to give a couple of people time to get we will not be long today. Matter of fact, to let you guys know, I got home very, 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 very late last night after some business. Me and my wife, so we both going off the fumes. We are tired, but still the show must go on. Show must go on. Show must go on. I am a little bit good. I want to be the star. I said 15. We're gonna jump right up. But guys, I tell you, man, life is amazing. Life is amazing. I'm gonna say life is amazing. Um, tell you how Saturday, yesterday, uh, good morning, Caleb. We fixed this audio testing one. Testing one, two, two, two. Y'all let me know how that is. Francis say, "Good morning, Kaylin, my favorite niece." That's right, my favorite niece. Okay, Craig is on here. Okay, so is it better now? Okay. Good morning, brother Craig. Better, better, better. Oh man, awesome. All right. Uh, good morning. Welcome to Todd Mickens. Let's talk about it. Y'all, listen, I'm as y'all can see, I'm all over the place this morning. What the world just happened just now? Oh, okay, got it. Yeah, here we go. All right. All right. So guys, listen, y'all saw the Will Smith quote unquote apology. We're gonna touch on the preacher who got, the bishop who was robbed in the middle of the church service. But let's see if we get this Will Smith here. Ba, 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 ba. See if I can find it. Like I said, I want to find the very much so. Travail, what's going on? Good morning.
I guess that's it then, huh?
I want to find a good one this morning. Y'all, listen, y'all be patient with me. I'm waiting. I need hell hot. I need that coffee. Definitely this morning. No, Greg Stoops got us in here with our inspirational word of the day. I think this is I told him what he wrote on his personal page was an awesome quote and or either a statement per se. And we're going to read that, and look like it's not putting the entire statement on here, Craig. So you might have to add in the rest after we need to. All right, here we go. Today, many of us are enraged when we have disagreements. If we have our way, we would silence our adversaries completely. If we had it our way, we would silence our adversaries completely. This inability to listen to those who disagree with us is concerning. How do we learn from each other if we don't listen? It really reflects a basic insecurity with our own position. As Christians, we should not be afraid to let others express views contrary to our own so we can try and learn from them. We should share our faith with gentleness and respect. And it goes off right there, Craig. But I think if I ain't mistaken, I should be able to. I'm gonna go to your page. I'm gonna find it, brother Craig, because it's not showing the whole thing. And I'm gonna go find it. I'm gonna go, y'all. That's right. I said I'm gonna go. All right, here we go. We need to relearn civility. Yeah. We should share our faith with gentleness and respect. We need to relearn civility. Yeah, that's what it is. Yep, got it, Craig. And that's such a true statement. Such a true statement. I told him earlier in the week I was Roger Weston. What's going on? What's going on all the way down from Florida? Yeah, Pompano Beach, Florida. Yeah, God bless you. Yes. Christy, sorry. No, man, that's good. That's what me and guys, I am honest with y'all this morning. I am going off with some fumes. I am very and listen, I don't know what it is. I told my wife coming back from see we got back late last night. My neck it's just hurting real bad. Y'all keep me in your prayers. My neck is hurting real bad. I had an awesome day yesterday. We had an E2M unofficial E2M event out at the park where we invited everybody to come out and have a quick 30 to 40-minute circuit workout with us, and it was awesome. It was awesome. It was awesome. But it was very humid out there. Very humid out there. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Let's get to this. Let's get to this right here. Let's get to this right here. And y'all let me know if you can hear the audio, please. Here we go.
Why didn't you apologize to Chris in your acceptance speech? I was fogged out by that point. It's all fuzzy. I've reached out to Chris, and the message that came back is that he's not ready to talk, and when he is, he will reach out. So I will say to you, Chris, I apologize to you. My behavior was unacceptable, and I'm here whenever you're ready to talk. I want to apologize to Chris's mother. I saw an interview that Chris's mother did And, you know, that was one of the things about that moment. I just didn't realize, and, you know, I wasn't thinking, but how many people got hurt in that moment. So I want to apologize to Chris's mother. I want to apologize to Chris's family, specifically Tony Rock. You know, we had a great relationship. You know, Tony Rock was my man. And this is probably irreparable.
All right, let's hold up right there. First of all, and we're going to come back to that. We're going to come back to it. I want to just first, if we can possibly just go back and let's go from the beginning. Let's go back from the beginning. All right. Let's do this instead. Let's see where we at with it. Right. All right.
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Richard. Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
My wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Wow, dude.
Yeah.
It was a G.I. Jane joke.
Keep my wife's name.
All right, here we go. Now, we got that done. Let me get out of that. Let me get back. Now, this is where we at with the apology. Okay. Eric Monterio, what's going on? This is where we at with the apology. Okay. Y'all saw the slap. And now I want to go back to the apology, because the thing with me in apologizing is genuine. Being Robert Gunn, what's going on? Stephen Bridges, what's going on? Roger Wilson, what's going on? It's, to me, it's being genuine, right? And I could be wrong, but Will is an awesome actor. To me, it was very staged, which I'm pretty sure his publicists and everybody got him questions. So let's just go back again and just hit it and start from the beginning with his apologies. And like I said, let's just go back to the beginning. All right, here we go. It's been a minute. Over the last few months, I've done a lot of thinking and personal, blah, 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 whatever. You ask a lot of questions, boom, boom, boom. All right, let's get jiggy with it.
Why didn't you apologize to Chris in your acceptance speech? I was fogged out by that point.
Now, okay. Now, I must say, not in the defense of him. I think all of us have been in a situation where in the heat of the moment, you just been, when you go there, nobody can, it's probably 1 to 2 people that probably can get my attention or really bring me down off of raging anger. If I'm like going there, and that's probably be my well, I know my wife for sure, my daughter, and my mother. Those would probably, thanks, sweetheart. Those would probably be the only person who could really gain my attention to come back from being over the edge. Now, he said and I could be wrong. But I just don't, that in the beginning, I'm not seeing genuine apology from the heart. Again, he is a great actor. He's an awesome actor. Okay. He's an awesome actor. I just don't, I feel this here, this controlled environment, and honest, and he probably did not want to do this. This controlled environment, you know, where he reading questions, man, come on, man. Dwight says, said this Will is a legend and Chris is too. Will should have handled it differently than ever before. Chris makes jokes for a living. Okay, Jada was pissed off and got mad about it. Should have stepped to him like a gentleman. Yeah, I listen again. I agree. First of all, do y'all think his apology is genuine? We gonna jump right back into it. I'm gonna get these last comments. And that's good to say that, but I pray that will change his life and all before he loses everything. Listen, Will just got another $30 million contract through Apple, I think. So I don't think he gonna be all right. I feel as if Chris asked Will if he can tell the joke, and even though Will said no, he told the joke. What? See, that's a possibility. I know this, and I go back to this, Eric. If the joke is funny and you laugh, whether it's out of nervousness or not, you laughed at the joke. You laughed at the joke. Now, that was a long walk from where you were sitting to get to Chris Rock. And I think a lot of times, a lot of us do things in the heat of the moment, and we feel like we can't pull it back. But I feel, and I'm gonna play a little bit more of it. Let me catch up in the comments. The apology would have been more sincere if he did it in private. Yeah, that's listen. Will is saving, and listen, I get it. Y'all, my wife brought me my coffee this morning. I get it. He's saving face. Now, if Will never get another movie, never appear on another person's stage, he's set for life. But to me, and I'm gonna get back to it, I just don't think it was genuine. I'm looking at how he's thinking about Hollywood, thinking about how he's dressed. Look at the scenery. He's got the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air look going on right now. You know, with the hat and the, you know, yeah. Let me get these comments. But when the incident happened, Chris went on and he was making a joke about the slap. So I feel that he should have taken the Will. He should have talked to Will when Will reached out. Okay, all right. L, what's that? What's the L they for Montario? Eric, we're gonna get back to the video. I'm gonna back it up.
Why didn't you apologize to Chris in your acceptance speech? I was fogged out by that point. It's all fuzzy. Yeah. I've reached out to Chris, and the message that came back is that he's not ready to talk, and when he is, he will reach out. So I will say to you, Chris, I apologize to you. My behavior was unacceptable, and I'm here whenever you're ready to talk.
See right there. I don't know, man. It just don't seem genuine enough. And like I said, he could very well be, everybody becomes a psychologist and a therapist when it comes to looking at other people's situations. So in a sense, I might not know what the heck I'm talking about. But one thing I do know is a sincere listen. I don't, if the apology had to come forth from my end, and this is just me looking from the outside in, I do believe I would have tried this I don't know. You would have had to find out about this through the blogs or through some show that there's a, Will tried, Todd tried to reach out to Boom Foom Foof, and Boom Foom Foof is not responding. He's attempted to go visit, or whatever. To me, it's saving face. Let me just keep on going because I keep stopping the video. Let's just keep going.
I want to apologize to Chris's mother. I saw an interview that Chris's mother did, and that was one of the things about that moment. I just didn't realize, and I wasn't thinking, but how many people got hurt in that moment. So I want to apologize to Chris's mother. I want to apologize to Chris's family, specifically Tony Rock. We had a great relationship. Tony Rock was my man. And this is probably irreparable. I spent the last 3 months replaying and understanding the nuances and the complexities of what happened.
All right, I see something
in that moment.
I see something. Look at his
and
right here. Look, pay attention.
I spent the last
to his eyes
3 months replaying and understanding the nuances and the complexities of what happened in that moment. And I'm not going to try to unpack all of that right now, but I can say to all of you, there is no part of me that thinks that was the right way to behave in that moment. There's no part of me that thinks that's the optimal way to handle.
Look at his eyes.
A feeling of disrespect or insults. After Jada rolled her eyes, did she tell you to do something? No. It's like, I made a choice on my own, from my own experiences, from my history with Chris. Jada had nothing to do with it. I'm sorry, babe. I'm gonna say sorry to my kids and my family.
See, this is, and all of that sounds good, Mr. Smith. But for me, I can tell you reading because your eyes are focusing on the teleprompter. I can tell it because there's certain stuff you're saying. Maybe the person is whoever got your teleprompter going up. They got y'all see at the bottom of the screen how it says. Y'all see at the bottom of my screen where it says Todd Mickens, let's talk about it. See how slow it's going? I can tell either at the top or the bottom of wherever he's talking to. Plus, he's in a set. I think it would have been more believable for me. The Will Smith apology would have been more believable for me if it was just him, his cell phone at his desk. This is a production. This is a production apology, in my opinion. A production, a well put, and yes, that's what the publicists are for. There are people in his corner who probably told him, "Hey, bro, this is what we're gonna have to do. We're gonna have to do it, but let's let some time die down." But it just then I just don't feel like, to me, and that's his wife, okay. So I get it. But to me, it seems like he's more or less trying to clear her. See, the problem from the get-go, Mr. Smith, in my opinion, is you trying to win the love and the approval of your wife. Everybody knows Jada Pinkett loves Tupac. There's videos of her crying over Tupac. There's videos of her telling her husband to his face how she feels about Tupac. Listen, Tupac been dead over 20-some years. Even his daughter wrote a letter crying about Tupac, bring Tupac back so her mama could be. I find him still And like I said, that's his wife, so I don't knock it. Trying to protect her in a situation. Apologies. Listen, man, all these people you apologizing to. Why don't you have a round talk table, which I'm pretty sure Jada gonna have a round talk. Let me bring this big right quick. I'm pretty sure Jada got in his plan to come to the round table and we're gonna talk about this. I just feel like that. I don't know. But you can apologize to Jada and your personal family in person. That's why I say I'm not really with the apology, because who he's apologizing to now could already been done personally. Am I right? That's why I just figured I think this is script. Let's see. Craig said, I would say that Will might be in the wrong, but I honestly believe he is trying to apologize. No matter what he does to do this, some would never think it would be enough. Maybe it never will be in our eyes, but keep in mind he didn't have to do this interview. Oh, no. I disagree with that. Oh, he had to do this interview. He had, because there's a lot of things that probably was put on the table where, see the thing about, it's a lot connected to him right now. It's a lot of sponsors. It's a lot of people. It's a lot of money. Somebody, listen, bro, we gonna back you. We still want you in the movie, but you got to put out some type of, because no big corporation is gonna be will want to be tied to him if he hasn't made some type of effort, quote unquote, using my air quotes, if he hasn't made some type of effort to show some particular to show something. Because think about it, after the show, Will, they pretty much partied after. He didn't show any type of remorse. Everybody heard in the beginning how they said that they was pulling contracts. I don't believe he didn't have to do this. When you in situations like this, there is I'm pretty sure he got some instruction from the big dogs. Hey, bro, we might sit back for a month or two on this, but you're gonna have to come with some type of public apology. Because to me, looking at the body language, I see the wife say the same thing. Looking at their body language, I just don't see, and I'm not looking for it, but I see he is very very uncomfortable with his apology, almost like, man. And Craig, now you are right. No matter what he does now, you are right. I'm looking for holes in the apology. I'm the type of person, I pay attention to every little thing and every detail. Let's get back to it. Craig, he didn't have to do this interview. He needs some credit for acknowledging his mistake and doing this. Was it enough? Well, that's for Chris to decide. Well, I can tell you now, it's not enough. It's not enough. But see, you got to think now, he's also apologizing to Tony Rock, which is Chris's younger brother, who is pretty much vowing that when he runs into a Will, it's gonna be hands on. So I think he's covering his bases in case there's some type of physical retaliation. Because word is on the street that some of his family members, some of Chris Rock's family members, had to be put on hold. Say, no, this is not what we're gonna do. They was ready to pretty much, let's just say, take it to the streets. The wife said it's not from the heart. He said Chris going to say, yeah, I think so too. Yeah, I think you're gonna get the best apology would have been between him and Chris. This is where I'm at. Like I said, it would have had to leak. Now, somebody would have said, still, probably even me, well, if he humiliated him privately, He should not, because this is a, like I said, it's a production. It's a setup environment for him to apologize. You know, I just don't agree with it. I don't agree with it, but hey, Jada going to make him lose a lot. Well, like I said, at the moment, I don't think he worried about no money at the moment. Yeah, Tyler Perry, listen, all those guys, yeah, Tyler Perry, it does take a lot to do this, but I yeah. Now see this Trevisan says, who knows, maybe he is sincere, but still this is a start. Right now, it's up to him and Chris. Yeah, it's the ball is in, which I think Chris playing it very smoothly and doing as he should, which is no communication. Because if it was me, yeah, I would have a lawsuit going on. But let's get back to more of the everybody. If you don't mind, he would have did better to he would have. Do my y'all. Let's give a shout out in the text, in the chat. Good morning to Francina B. Way, who recently lost her son. We want to make sure that we keep her in our prayers. Very, very good friend of mine, good friend of the show. She's just going through transitions of from not being from taking care of her son and being with her son every day to now she's have to deal with not having him around. As with any member of the family, I'm pretty sure she would feel or shall I say need our love and support. So Francina B. Way, good morning. Thank you for tuning in. Again, our deepest condolences for the loss of your son. We want you to know that we are here for you. We are praying for you, and we pray that God continues to give you the strength in your time of bereavement. Yeah. Look at Stooks. I should have known Craig would be, yes, that's right, Trevisan. That yeah. Yeah, but and listen, guys, I'm always saying this. That maybe he is sincere. I just catch a vibe from his body language and watching his eyes that is scripted. Because think about it, okay? And I'm gonna go back. Let me read Craig real quick. The way I look at it, Will has done what he needed to do as far as public opinion. Now it's between. Well, I mean, see, the thing about it, it's not. His apology to the public is crap. That don't. He didn't slap me. See, that's a lot of times in situations when we've wronged people, we think it is, if I wrong you as an individual, me apologizing to the people who saw the wrong, I like I said, Craig Trevisan in there, I don't feel, first of all, again, if he was to apologize, I don't have to read off no teleprompters question by question. Oh, why did you not apologize? Did Jay? No, I could listen, guys. I jacked up. I apologize. Chris, man, I'm keep trying to reach out to you. I do, but no, you reading question. It's a setup situation for him. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, he's at a point where he's probably doing what his publicist and higher up said he should do. Bella Keith said, "My prayers are with you." She's sending those out to Francina. One thing about it, Will is from the streets. We're not afraid of Chris family, but we'll try to clean his name up. Yeah, well, everybody from the streets per se, they say, man, yeah, when a person is sorry, it will, yeah. I don't think y'all got to think too, man. Will got started in his career of entertainment early. There's nothing about Will Smith that says streets to me. Nothing about it. And the reason why I say this, I appreciate your comment though, Dwight. You can tell by Will's career, he wasn't part of any parts of the streets. All you gotta do is, I know they probably say because he's from West Philadelphia or whatever, or Philly now, but his music, most time people that's from the quote unquote streets, you can kind of hear it in their music and see it in their artistry. But again, let's get back to the now this probably one of the when a person and listen, I don't know his heart. He could be very well. Me personally, I don't think so. Justin Rufus, what's going on, man? Listen, right now, and I'm not judging him. I'm just giving my opinion. Right now, tell me in the chat if you think Will Smith's apology was sincere. Now, again, I'm watching the eyes, I'm watching the body language, I'm looking at the setting, and then maybe as a society, am I putting a certain stipulation on how somebody should apologize? Am I saying it should be done this way? It should be okay. Francina says no. Dwight said I can prove it. What you referring to, bro? Francis says no. Okay, let's see. Craig says disagree, as this was a public platform. He needed to do this publicly to show he is reaching out to Chris. Chris evidently is but again, yeah, he see, that's the thing. And I'm gonna tell you what we do. We give the Will Smiths, we give the athletes, we give them such a pass on everything. Matter of fact, I know one thing I want to talk about today. What's the young lady name who's over in Russia? The tall basketball lady that done got 9 years in prison from over there. Everybody in the uproar. She ought to be able to come home. She just listen. I want to talk about that too. The girl, whether she admitted or not, she was smuggling with drugs or whatever was illegal. She shouldn't do. She okay. Let me finish with this first. Let me finish with Brittany Griner. There we go. Brittany Griner. Yeah. Brittany Griner. But listen, guys, bottom line, Mike C. Adams, what's going on, bro? Bottom line, according to the laws of what happened. Now, Brittany Griner is no stranger to what happens over in Russia, because even though she's a superstar in WNBA, she spends most of her time over playing ball. She knows the rules and regulations. My brothers and sisters, answer this question. Had it been me, Mike, had it been you, Francis, Dwight, Craig, Trevisha, had it been any one of us, Travell, sure, anybody, had it been one of us who did the same thing she did, we would listen. We want to give passes to people because of their popularity. If she did the crime, I think she got 9 years. She did the crime. If it had to been me or you, we would have still been over there trying to get back home. I see, this is the thing that has spoiled or have our generation or this generation of people going. They feel as long as you got money or prestige, think about all these rappers that get caught with DUIs, they get caught shooting, gun violence, all this, and they get these slaps on the wrist because they're getting thrown under the table. But me and you go through these same situations, and they got our records jacked up for years. Listen, I do hope that she gets a reduced sentence or whatever. But for us to, think that matter of fact, I was Vlad TV. He was saying how over in I think it's Iraq or somewhere, how drugs is illegal, and he say how because for us Americans in certain areas we can smoke weed and do all that stuff. He was explaining to one of the people who was going over there to visit, hey bro, don't go over there and look, drinking alcohol in certain countries are illegal. It's forbidden. I mean, it is forbidden for you to do these things. But you have people who sneak drinks or whatever. And then when we get in trouble, especially us, we all want to feel like, well, it's because I'm black, it's because I'm this. No, first of all, color has no what color does have sometimes play a part, but a lot of times what you do draws attention to you. She was a well-known person. She got caught with which lets me know that it's probably not the first time she had did it. Right? Let me catch up with some of these comments, and then we're gonna let this play out. They made example of her. Yes. As American, we cannot, I repeat, cannot go in someone else's country and do what is point blank. We can't do it. You can't go to somebody else's country and have your way and think and then now this is a person who, I'm gonna tell you that's why you gotta be careful what you do in public. Because they say, I read something where she wasn't very patriotic. I don't think she wanted to stand during the national anthem, which is, I guess, her right. But a lot of people, a lot of businesses and companies was, telling their employees, because that's what you are when you play for the NBA. You are still an employee, or you play for a professional basketball or sports team. They said, listen, we want you to kneel out of respect, blah, blah, blah. Well, they saying that she wasn't for the kneeling and all that, but you don't support or don't do the kneeling. And this is from what I saw reading one of the articles, but still now it's a patriotic thing that you want America to come help you. And I think, and there's a lot of politicians, it's a lot of politics behind it. I believe they're using her to make a great example out of, you love this country, you support this country, and we'll come support you. Because now they like, hey, you wouldn't even stand for and maybe the information I got was wrong. But that's one of the things that some people was talking about. She didn't, she wasn't a component of standing for she wasn't very patriotic. Plus, she's a part of the LBGT, whatever that community is. I think she has a wife. So it's a lot of things going on. Now, I pray for the young lady, her and her family, her wife, and whatever. I hope the situation gets rectified. But should she have got charged? Yes, she should have got charged. She knows the rules. I love this, Helen. Helen says, as American, we cannot, I repeat, go into someone else's country and do what is done in America. We can't do it. Let me catch up, then we'll get back to the review. They doing her like they did Mike. Yeah. They making an example. Now, I think and I could be wrong, I don't know much about the Russian government. I think if she had to just own up to it and don't try to, and of course, it's a publicity thing. And of course, Russia probably saying, hey, we going to set the precedents that you're not going to come over here in our country and do anything that you want to do. But again, it's a touchy situation. I done got off my topic a little bit, but I'm coming back. We would serve the time. Me, you, we would serve the time. We would serve the time. Simple. We would serve the time, Francina. Good morning, everyone present. Blessings to Miss Francina. Yeah, appreciate it, man. And I know Miss Francina, Radio Francina, that is. I know she appreciates that. In my opinion, our opinion doesn't really matter how we feel about all of this. This is something Will and Chris need to work out. If they do, then great. If not, and you know what, Craig, you're totally right. You know, but remember, if I ain't mistaken, let me see if I can find it. Listen, you said he needed to do this publicly to show he is reaching out to Chris. But then you say, in your opinion, you know, it doesn't matter. It matters. It matters. And me, truthfully, Craig, and like I said, and guys, remember, myself and Craig, good friends. I respect everything he said. He respect everything. Listen, yeah, I want us to have dialogue. You don't listen, Craig already know how we do this right here. Craig ain't supposed to come over here and just agree with what I say. I ain't supposed to agree. But see, what I want to do is I want to have it. I want y'all to think, you know. So I'm saying opposite of what Craig's saying. Right? I think it matters, Craig. I think it matters. I really think it matters. Let me get back to this right here. Let me get back. I didn't went too far. Okay, here we go. But you and again, because I'm giving my opinion. You're totally right though. It has to be between Will and Chris, and they need to work it out. If not, and who knows, maybe behind the scenes they ain't talking about it, or they are talking about it. I'm pretty sure there's some lawyers involved in this situation, and Chris probably, and see, some of us probably couldn't do what Chris do, is to be silent in the situation. Everybody know what happened. But let me get to these last couple comments. We got to go back to the video. You be blessed on my way to the church. Hey, brother. Yes, sir. And we got to talk, Mike. We got to talk. Dwight said, I feel bad for her man that she got to suffer like this and all, man. I understand that she was wrong, but 9 years is a lot. But she has a whoa. But she a pro basketball player over there, and all they treat and they treat black people wrong. Period. But again, see, and Dwight, I understand. You say I feel bad for her, that she got to suffer. But 9 years, and she's what if Mike, if it was you, whether you was a pro basketball player or just a regular court, bro, you going to jail. You going to jail. Cause remember when Lamar Ball's son, they was over in China, some way he stole those glasses, you know. He should have still been in China, locked up, because it had to be me and you. The government, ain't nobody coming to get us. Ain't nobody coming to get us. Now, did I miss? Okay, that's what Craig is saying, right? Yeah, y'all work with me because Craig is agreeing right here with Helen. And again, guys, listen. I tell my wife a lot. I tell people on this platform, what I say is to bring attention and to bring dialogue. Okay. So I don't mind you disagreeing with nothing I say. Me and my wife, pretty sure after this conversation, after we get off this live, we're gonna talk about something. She can be like, babe, I don't think you was right on that. I'd be like, well, I don't think you was right on that. Or either she would say, babe, you had some good points. You know, that listen, we living in a life, you know, we should be able to talk. Listen, Todd Mickey, let's talk about it. Great conversation, great discussions. But just know, just like Helen said, we can't go, matter of fact, almost state to state rules and stuff changes. We can't go other places doing it. Listen, doing what we want. All right. Yeah, she is gay. She is gay, and you say her wife is a lawyer, and I'm gonna say this: maybe, um, maybe she might need to get somebody else besides her wife in her corner to handle the situation. Yeah. Not sure why President Biden made it known that she had a wife. Well, regardless if he made it known, Francis, I think it was already well known. And you got to think Biden. I don't want to get too stuck into the political side of this because I don't sometimes get my words done, but and then I don't know the context of how he left the information out, so I'm gonna leave that one alone because I don't want to give out bad information. We all feel bad for her as we think the punishment doesn't fit the crime, but those are Russian laws, not American laws. When in another country, but okay, all right, yeah, you I agree, Craig. It's only a matter of public opinion, but the truth is, it doesn't really matter. I get you, Let's see what my wife says. She done wrote a whole book down here, but Chris would not talk to him, so maybe he felt this was his only way to reach out and let him know how he felt. All right, let me stop right there. No, I don't agree with that off the top. A public apology. Listen, with the way IG, emails, lawyers, Twitter, that now, and maybe I need to read more of what you're saying, and we might be talking about the same thing. I'm pretty sure because he said he reached out, but Chris wouldn't talk, right? So is and Craig, this is supporting what you said. Maybe in the court of a public opinion, he was just making sure that people know he tried to reach out, so they can't say because it's. And what was so damaging about when it happened that day, he showed no remorse to what he did to Chris. He only showed remorse to he felt like he embarrassed his wife, his family, and the ones who he messed up their special moment for the award. So it's like now, hey, let me finish this. As far as the question and rescripted response, almost everything is scripted and wrote out now, even a preacher's sermon on Sunday morning. But I do give him credit for trying to make it right. We all fall short, right? It should not have happened. But how many of us do wrong every day and keep doing wrong? And now you doing wrong and you want to point finger at that. That's listen again. I agree, and I said earlier, and see that's why I say, if anybody listen to what I say from the beginning to the end, you will everything that y'all saying. I pretty much said it also. And yes, preachers have their sermon notes, their sermon outline, sermon topics. But like I said, when I look at how he's doing it, and I'm no body language specialist by far. With it being, like I said, his publicist probably say, "Hey, bro, you need this apology." Yeah, you getting 30 million from Apple for some stuff, but listen, we got other hundreds of millions laid on the table. I can guarantee you, sponsor. That's why when athletes do crazy stuff, they start losing sponsors. Sponsors start dropping because you think about it. Most athletes ain't really making big money contracts. Most of them getting their money from their endorsements, business deals. See, we got to look at the back end of the situation. It's the business deals that people, according to the public opinion, the businesses and stuff that he is connected to, they have to say, hey, bro, we need you to go back. See, that's why I say a sincere apology. And remember, he's a good actor. A sincere apology to me, I believe, would have came out a whole lot sooner, not through my wife, not through my publicist. I just believe sooner it would have seemed more genuine. And it's not throwing the rock and hiding the hand. We all got an opinion. We all think it should have been done this way. But me personally, anybody who's been involved in business deals or some type of business activity or support. Oh, I'm gonna give you an example. For those who watch my TV show on Sunday mornings and those who come and be a part of the podcast, may give or donate to the cause. Let's just go there. May give or donate to the cause, right? You know what's going on? Like the internet is fighting over here. May give or donate to the cause. But if I said a certain thing, let's say I had a big money sponsor that was giving me $20,000 for this show, and I came and I said some things or I did something publicly or whatever that would cause problems for those supporting me. First thing that they gonna do, hey bro, we sending you this money, but in order for us to continue to send you this money, because the people a lot of times they know they can't get to Will Smith, they can't get to the football player, they can't get to the basketball player, they can't get to the famous actor, but they can sure enough get to the person that's paying them. They can cause problems, especially they can boycott, like the situation with Deshaun Watson. You think the NFL really cared? Deshaun Watson had all those accusations about the sexual assault. You think they don't care? But now with the Me Too movement, everybody is and y'all follow me. Everybody is boycotting. But listen, big corporations don't want to be tied to negativity. Think about it. It's been what, 2-3 months? I personally think in Will's mind, listen, I ain't gonna, I don't have to apologize. I was defending my wife. But then Big Bank saying, Big Bank say, no, bro, no, you need to do this public apology, and we need to stage it up. We need to stage it up. But honey, thanks for that. I really appreciate that that statement. You're right. We preaching civility, bud. Hey, man, I got you, man. I got you. Brittany's name is going to go down. Yep, probably so. Most likely. Cheryl said, my apologies, I'm late for church. Had a Cheryl, you listen. Matter of fact, Cheryl, perfect example. I know Cheryl is a promoter. She's well known in the gospel field, especially on the quartet side. But I already, like I said last week, with her and Dwayne, I believe that the quartet scene is just a fraction of what they should be able to connect to. Cheryl can tell you, relationships and sponsorships, you got to walk a fine line, because when corporations back you, they want you. Listen, Cheryl ain't gonna get support for her businesses or her shows from certain people if she have a bad what's the word I'm looking for? If she outside of the ethnic beliefs of the organizations, that's what I want. Yeah, they can be like, "Hey, Cheryl, we believe in your program, but you need to tighten up. What you did and what you saw. And some of us know. We know in here. our own family members. You won't support them if they do something that you don't agree with. You want them to get that right. Y'all, I gotta get back to the video. Francis says, sure, happy to, yeah, definitely. Here go Craig said, I believe you and I on, Craig, believe me, all of us are on the same. I think some people are so scared to go against the grain and even, and it's almost dealing with what you talked about in your statement. We got to be able to listen to the other side of public opinion on anything. I don't want y'all coming on here agreeing with just what I say. Shaheed Mender, what's going on? What is going on? I got to find with Helen. Let's see what Helen got to say. We are too caught up in what people think of how we should feel or think. Just my opinion. The older I got, I feel like this. If you're talking doesn't feed, clothe, or house me, I don't care what you think. Listen, drop the mic. Listen, Helen Marie Robinson, go in timeout. Helen then came in here and then dropped the mic. Yeah. And I believe in that moment when that's why Will did not say nothing and he stood by what it is he did, because we're like, I'm grown. I did what I did and I stand on it. But now he ain't got to worry about money for the rest of his life, I believe. But behind the scenes, I can guarantee you. Matter of fact, go on your job and cut up. Yeah. Go on your job and cut up. Oh, you want to be promoted? We got this position. Well, you need to clean up some loose ends that you did a couple, yeah. Travell, what's going on? I agree with you. I'm totally over the slap. Yeah. Yeah. All right, listen, let's get back to it.
For the heat that I brought on. No. It's like, I made a choice on my own, from my own experiences, from my history with Chris. Jada had nothing to do with it. I'm sorry, babe. I'm going to say sorry to my kids and my family for the heat that I brought on all of us. To all my fellow nominees, this is a community. It's like I won because you voted for me. And it really breaks my heart to have stolen and tarnished your moment.
All right, let me back this up.
I can all of us. To all my fellow nominees.
Let me go right here.
It's like, I made a choice on my own, from my own experiences, from my history with Chris. Jada had nothing to do with it. I'm sorry, babe.
Protect your wife. Protect your wife.
And so sorry your kids. To my kids and my family.
But again, let me stop y'all right quick. This is why I say, once you start apologizing to the people publicly, this is where I'm going to see. Listen, let me get off my screen, Will. Get off my screen right now. He doesn't need to apologize publicly to his family. See, this is where the ingenuous come in to me, in my opinion. I don't have to come on this. Listen, right here, if I did something to my wife yesterday or either last week, I have my wife in my complete vicinity to apologize to her. I don't have to come over here and say, well, Trevisha, if you're listening, or either Listen, I have personal connection, cell phones, email. Even if let's say that we have such a bad argument that we just walk around the house and won't say nothing. I don't need to come here to the platform to apologize to my wife and my daughter and my son and my mom and my dad and my sister. I got straight and complete connection to them. See, and like maybe I'm over analyzing, right? Maybe I'm and listen, it's just like we should not give a person a time to we can't say that a person ought to be over their passing of a loved one. Bereavement takes different times with different people, right? But I just, only my opinion, I don't need to apologize to my wife in this, and even with the nominees. These are questions that I have. Have you reached out to Questlove? And maybe he gonna say it in here. Have you reached out to what his name is, Will Packard here and say, hey, bro, listen, hey guys, I messed it up. That was our night. Listen, guys, I apologize. They all this long time you would have had. Please, I hope that he had this conversation before, huh? Let me read this right quick and we're going to get back to it. He slapped Chris in front of the world. If he never accepts his apology, Will is just going to have to live with the back. Yeah. Because I'm a man on this. I believe this right here. I'm going to stand on what I do. My apologies, or, nobody, but, and then we in two totally different pay grades and situations. You got to stand on some of that stuff you do. Listen, I messed up. And again, guys, I'm just bringing back to true sincerity of what you did. And like I said, who knows, he could be doing that. And maybe because he's been in the industry for so long, he does not know how to do this, but by script. Maybe he only knows how to do this by script. Good morning again, Helen. Let's see what my wife talking about here. But let's get the video going back, and then I'm gonna finish her reading what she had to say here. Let's go.
For the heat that I brought on all of us, to all my fellow nominees. This is a community. It's like I won because you voted for me. And it really breaks my heart to have stolen and tarnished your moment. I can still see Questlove's eyes. It happened on Questlove's award. And, it's like I'm sorry really isn't sufficient. What would you say to the people who looked up to you before the slap, or people who expressed that you let them down?
Y'all, I'm sorry for keep stopping this, but see, this is where it go left with me again. I guess we'll never know whether he reached out to those people. Okay, he reached out to Chris Rock. Maybe he did talk to Questlove and all these people personally, but I just, just reading off the, let's keep going.
So there's two things. One, expressed that who looked up to you before the slap, or people who expressed that you let them down. So there's two things. One, disappointing people is my central trauma. I hate when I let people down. So it it hurts. It hurts me psychologically and emotionally to know I didn't live up to people's image and impression of me. And the work I'm trying to do is I am deeply remorseful, and I'm trying to be remorseful without being ashamed of myself. Right? I'm human.
Yeah.
And
okay, let's stop. Hold. Okay, he said something that really, and listen, maybe get off my screen, Will. Get off my screen, Will. Maybe me myself, just like I was just talking about the Brittany young lady. Maybe me myself. Well, ain't no maybe. We hold everybody else to a higher standard of everything, but at the end of the day, Will Smith is just a human being who made a mistake. And I'm listening deep. He doesn't want to disappoint, and everybody said that he's always trying to prove himself or his love to his wife, as he should. That's his wife, you know. But everybody know the stuff, that public stuff about Will Smith. They got the open marriage. She had an affair with her son's best friend and all this other stuff. So at the end of the day, no matter how much money you got, these folks still have to go through their daily life struggles just like us. So believe me, I am not oblivious to that he is a human and that he has and yeah, I want him, and this is just speaking in the sense of people, I want him to apologize like this. He should have done that. All of us are, there ain't no telling what I would have did. I would have hoped that by the time I got out of my chair, my wife or somebody would have stopped me. Yeah, he should have talked to him to the side, but he made a mistake as a human being, and he is in some sense trying to rectify his behavior. Let's go on, y'all. I'm on this video.
Mistake, and
let me back it up a little bit.
And I'm trying to be remorseful without being ashamed of myself. Right? I'm human, and I made a mistake, and I'm trying not to think of myself as a piece of shit. So I would say to those people, I know it was confusing. I know it was shocking. But I promise you, I am deeply devoted and committed to putting light and love and joy into the world. And, if you hang on, I promise we'll be able to be friends again.
Thanks. All right. Yeah. Again, hey. Yeah. Let's see my wife. My wife done wrote another biography on here, so let's get. You're right. I could hear. It could have been business, but we don't know his heart, and I just pray he was genuine, in the relationship between the two of them can be rectified. The slap will go down in history. It will never be forgotten. Now, if I'm not mistaken, excuse me. He said their previous relationship was rocky. Correct me if I'm wrong. Hopefully the relationship can be restored. He messed up. We all do. He apologized to everybody, even to you. Not just Chris. Yeah, and again, my voice. Again, and even if it was scripted, it still takes a big man to get up there and apologize and admit it's wrong. Whatever he do or don't do probably would never affect my life personally. But yeah, you're totally right. It will go down in history as the slap heard around the world. Yeah, the slap that's heard around the world. Protect your wife and kids, but don't overreact to a joke. I think we all agree that Will was in the wrong um, on all of this. I think everyone would say at most he should have said something to Chris and not do what he did. Yeah, and I think the timing. Yeah, he said he been trying to reach out. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Strickland said he should have said all of that the same night, but Chris has been joking on. Yeah, so and Will thought the joke was funny. Instantaneously, when the joke was finished, Will laugh. And maybe in the heat of the moment, he say, "Oh man, I bust out laughing at my wife right here. I got to help improve my, you know, uh, you know." But hopefully, all in all, hopefully the relationship between the Smith family and the Rock family will be mended. Hopefully. Y'all, I said I wasn't gonna be on here long today, but y'all got me on here long today. Crazy. Maybe he read from script because he didn't want to screw this up by saying it wrong. Yeah. Right. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. See, that's why I like for people like Greg, people like you guys, everyone to so we can think. Yeah, this is my show, not what I think is king, right? Nah. We the conversation, the ideas of saying, okay, well, maybe this, maybe this, because I never really did think about maybe he might have said, but I mean, I apologize to him, but still, yeah, he shouldn't have said that because that might be how he feel. Hey, I mean, I apologize, but that's my wife. You know what I'm saying? So, Craig, man, you perfectly right. Let's see what Mike C has to say. Just had to get this off before going into the building. You hold up, building. You'll hold up before. Okay, this church house. Let me lay this out there. If you really want to boycott school district and the superintendent, all y'all great school members, I'll end up with this. This one thing for certain: you can't boycott your property value when your schools are failing and your hard-earned tax dollars was wasted. All right, I'm doing y'all. All right, I'm going, y'all. I just continue to support a broken system. I'll be talking about. Yeah, hey man, listen. That's what Brother Adams is referring to is which, regardless of what district or city you live in, I would just say this in and again I always say not in support or against what is said throughout through the situation dealing in the Lower Rich community. I think it's the community period or the government or politician. Be well aware of what's going on in your community. Be well aware of who you support and be well aware of who you put in places to lead or be a voice for you. Because I can assure you in any and every aspect of somebody being in leaders, some people are gonna be with you, some people are gonna be against you. Some people think you're doing an awesome job, some people think you're doing a terrible job, and some people just don't know what the heck going on because we are not involved enough in the community. So the thing I want to promote is being more aware of what's going on in your immediate community. Yeah, being more aware of what's going on in your community. If you don't know what's going on and you have kids, grandkids, nieces, and nephews, or whatever in the school system, you should know who is in place. You should know the operations and the functions of all the way down from the superintendent, who should be the highest up, I guess, dealing with school system, all the way down to the lowest, to the janitor. You should be involved. And again, I don't know enough about the entire situation of what's going on in the Richland One School District now. just as well as I don't know enough about what's going on with my councilmen, councilwomen, or my politicians who supposed to represent who I am or my community. I don't know enough. And you know whose fault that is? That is my fault. I need to educate myself on every aspect of the community so that when decisions are made, because I even say it a lot of times, there's a lot of voting and there's a lot of this and a lot of that stuff going on. I don't know. I done went to the polls and ain't know who the heck I was voting for or who I wasn't voting for. Didn't listen to no debates. Don't know nothing about the policies. And a lot of times, which may have gotten a lot of people in trouble, is we go voting for people that we know or we associate with, and not by the policies or what need to be represented. And then we find ourselves being upset that those said persons that get elected don't do as we would love for them to do. And I think a lot of times we get caught up in the feelings of, well, where you know, I went to school with you, I know, and let's get this straight. When we elect people, whether it's from the church, the politics, to be in position, they no longer just hold to your beliefs. They now have to look at the entirety of a situation. You know, we will vote people in and be thinking about our direct connection with the person. So when they don't do what we want them to do in direct connection to us, then we feel that everything that they do is wrong. You know, and I'm gonna just use an example. Say they about to put a recycling center somewhere down in your area. Just as many as people who is against it and don't want it to happen, you might have just that many people behind the scenes that are for it. If y'all understand what I'm saying. In any situation, you know, TL, what's going on? Kevin Randolph, what's going on? So we got to be mindful. If we don't have the information, first of all, how can we get the information to the people who don't have it? And then how can we understand that just because I help you get in a position, just because I help you get nominated, elected, or whatever, I understand now that, you know, I elected you because I believe that you will represent me. But that person who has been elected to represent me still represents the person who did not elect them. So they can't just, they just can't be stuck off of what I believe should happen. They still have to represent. And you know what? Just because I'm gonna just say the blue side won in a situation, don't mean that the person that won still might not do things that's in the best interest of the red side. If that makes sense. Because they still got to make and we all know this. We as a people, we ourselves, we're gonna make decisions that's gonna better our finances and give us the best avenue to keep us in the job. That's why it's so very important. That's why I'm gonna just go this here with preachers, pastors, whatever. That's why I'm a firm believer in not being caught up in somebody choosing me or wanting to be, or saying you ought to be a preacher of this church or you ought to pastor, because people will be happy to elect you and people will be happy to let you go because you don't agree or stay on the path of what they particularly elected you for. We have to remember, even though you elected me, I still represent both sides of the spectrum. I represent the blue side, I represent the red side. Now, the decisions should be made for what's in the best interest of the community or the city or the state or the country. But ultimately, everybody that get elected, I don't care who you are. I don't care who gonna be. I don't care what seats are getting ready to open. I don't care what positions, what council member board. Everybody that's getting in these positions, they have a they are looking out for the community's interest. But I don't care whether I know you or not. At the end of the day, they looking out for their own interests first. I can guarantee you that. Helen Marie Ross said, yes, you are correct. I'm guilty too. Time for me to get more involved. I'm thinking about my well-being for my grands. Yes. Everyone have an awesome day and be blessed. A blessed week. I'm heading to the. All right, sure. You be safe. Thank you. Much appreciation. Francis said an elected official should be considered for the population, not just my own needs. Need to know the entire needs. So many times we vote straight party. Yes. Let's talk about that. Listen, I've been all my life I've been told vote Democrat. Straight party Democrat. Go in. Listen, y'all, we don't even read who on the ballot. All we know is vote straight Democrat. And that's what happened a lot of times on these in these small town elections. You know, we don't even really know the history or know the capability of people. We vote for them because and listen, a lot of y'all, a lot of people ain't gonna like what I say, but who cares? It's your fault that you voted for somebody because you knew him. You might have helped get somebody in that wasn't totally capable of doing the job. You put more on their plate that they could bear. Yeah, you, me, all of us. We elected these people we know because we done went to church with them or we went to school with them. And now that they didn't do what I or you thought should be done, you know, maybe they weren't qualified from the get-go. We got to be careful about supporting people just off of what our relationships is. We vote people in according to our relationships instead of their capability of getting the job done. Yes, me, you, we all don't pick or elect me because of the popularity. Am I capable of doing the job? What about the job or what about my life shows I am capable to do what I'm doing? Because once you get me in there, Francis says we vote for candidates because they look like us. Yes. Bella Keisha said, I agree with you 100%. Somebody right now, anybody tell me why you voted Democratic or Republican. Let's just, regardless of who you voted for, tell me why. I can tell you why I did it. I want to see if anybody else responds or do it. Why you vote Democratic or why you voted Republican? And I'm gonna see what truthfully some people say. Because I can tell you, some of y'all, listen, some of us ain't voting because of policies. Some of us can't even tell some of us can't recite a policy. Anybody type in why and just be why you vote Democrat or because thank you. Because I was told that. That's how we was brought up. Simple. That's how we was brought up. My wife says, I stopped voting straight Democrat a long time ago. If I feel you're not fit for the position, you don't get my vote. And this is just for fun. When Trump was trying to get reelected, right? You know, me and my wife, we don't say we're gonna vote for the same person. Whatever she vote for in that booth, whatever my daughter vote for in that booth, listen, I don't tell them to go in there and vote for nobody, but I would say, baby, Trump get back. Oh, he ain't get back in. You vote for Trump, you crazy. I mean, that's just listen, and listen, Trump a wild boy. That Trump a wild boy, you know. But me and my wife have those type of because I sometimes the same way I do y'all on here, I do it with her. I like, well, you know, when Trump was in, you know, it wasn't that bad. Oh, you got no control. And Bobby saying to myself, man, we be in here having old good get down, but it's just funny how, and I'm not saying that she voted Democratic or Republican because of how she would talk, but you know, we will pick these people or either not pick these people because we don't like the person or simply because we voted based on how our parents and grandparents voted. Helen Marie says she's guilty. Travell says she was told. Hey, that's just listen, and this is important. That's how we take religion and church. We do stuff according to what we was told. That's why some of these churches are still stagnated and stuck where they at. We vote and we carry these services on just how it was done with mama them, big mama them, and big mama them. That's why nothing has changed because we have just done what we've been told or what we've seen done. If you want to know why your church ain't growing, look at your, I'm gonna say policies, but look at your church's history. It's been done the same way time and time again. We've been told to sing this way. We've been told to react this way. We've been told, listen, you know, that's why when deacons become deacons, they sit on the front row. They don't know why they're up there. They don't know. Let me get back in here. I got to find my spot. Craig says, vote for whoever aligns most with what you believe is the right for you and your community. And again, that's why, and y'all, I'm definitely not a politics guy. That's why, because especially with the LB, especially with the rainbow community, that's why on the, if I'm not mistaken, y'all correct me, on the red side, if I ain't mistaken, on the Republican side, they not really for the gay marriages and all that, and they stand on the principles of the church. But on the Democratic side, they for everybody, gay marriages, homeless, and you know, and all that. Because let's be honest, under the regime of Barack Obama, that's when the LBG community skyrocketed. Okay, and let me be clear: on both sides of the family, I have I don't have the term right. What is it? LBG? What I have gay, lesbian on both sides of the family. Love them like I love y'all. And y'all talk junk about it, you might get an elbow to your throat. That ain't my their relationship with whoever they in love with. That's between them and God. I don't hold no bias to that. But as a believer, as a follower of Christ, are you y'all ain't gonna go there? No. Y'all ain't. Facebook user said, "Good morning, sir." I don't know who this is. Facebook user said, "Good morning, sir." I don't see who you. Kevin Jonah, what's going on, man? Kevin said it must change. Let me see. Let me get back because I don't want to get too tied up in. But like, vote for whoever aligns with what you believe. All right. Greetings, sir. All right, Francis, who I should be seeing in a few minutes, she probably gonna have to go out to see at the church. If not, if I don't see you later at the church, Francis, I appreciate you always tuning in. I voted because their platform. I vote for each candidate as they satisfy the needs of me, my family, and my people. I do not vote straight ticket. Yeah, I vote strictly on policy. Right, must change. Mike said, I used to vote cross party and until the party on their other side didn't vote at all and changed the game. Yes, I am in and out at church. Get back in the church, man. Get back in the church. Shaheed Mendes says, since we own this, let's talk about Jim Clyburn specifically. Okay, well, what exactly? Well, you know what? Okay, I will say I don't know much about him. but I do know because he looked like me, and he done came to some of the churches I done been in. I probably sometimes voted for him and didn't know not the one thing he was talking about. T is the LBTQ. Yeah, listen, I don't know, man. I don't know. LBTQ. Since we are on it, let's talk about your conspiracy. Oh, already. And let's talk about Darryl Jackson too. Matter of fact, all loans. Yeah, listen. That's why I say, guys, there have been things and situations that I've heard about Darryl Jackson, whether they say it's come to money, and really I don't know because I don't follow the politics. But because he's a well-known pastor in the community, if I see his name on the paper, just because I know him, and I ain't talking on a personal level, it's nine times out of 10, I'm going to vote for him. I don't know what he did or what he didn't do. I know he's a preacher. I know I should vote for him because he's a preacher. I done been in this church. I know him. He'll probably tell you before you vote for anybody, you ought to know something about him, not just no. Y'all, we got to do better. Excuse me. Although I am a Democrat, the Republican does bring a good things to the table once in a while. Research both sides. Helen says, yes, Rashid, and Rashid, listen, Rashid calling out names. I said Rashid, Shaheed Mender. I'm sorry. My part, Shaheed Mender. I keep saying Rashid for some reason. Apology. Yes, since we are on it, let's talk and listen. What about Clyburn? What about Darryl Jackson? What about it? What about it? Voting that makes us easy to finesse. Yeah, voting that way makes us easy to finesse us. And I'm getting ready to come to go. They need term limits. They talk change, but it only benefits them. And that's why, listen, bottom line, that's whether you know somebody or not. When they get in these positions, and most positions have some type of financial aspect to it, people looking for the longevity to stay employed, have income coming in to help better their situation and their family. Yeah, I don't care who get in office. Let me get back to the point where I say why we vote, how we vote. All my life, I was told vote Democrat. Yeah, my mama tell you, boy, she used to call us. You didn't vote yet? No, not well. All right, well, you know what we need to do. And let me tell y'all something. You know, these politicians that come to your church and get a little speeches, and I seen where Hillary was running that time, and I think Kamalisa, whatever her name is, they go in their purse and they pull out a bottle of hot sauce, and I mean, man, we picking people because they pull out a bottle of hot sauce and eat some soul food in our presence. Or they can do the electric slide. Huh? Joe Biden got on a well national radio show, The Breakfast Club, and said, if you don't vote for him, you ain't black. And we let stuff like that pass. We just let it pass, people. You're going to go in your pocketbook and get something. To me, that's disrespect. Y'all don't want to talk about this type of stuff. And again, I don't know none of these people personally, but and let's be honest. When I voted, a lot of times, especially when it came to Barack, I ain't gonna tell no lie. Listen, cause he been black. Y'all listen, let's just call a spade a spade, cause he was black. Didn't know a policy, nothing, because he was black. First and second term, I ain't even care. He black. I'm going to vote for him. He black. Now, truth be told, white folks probably voted for whoever they voted for because they was white, but not the policy, because of what we see. And I ain't gonna say that Obama didn't do nothing for the country, and that's why we can't say that Trump didn't do nothing for the country, huh? Let me get some of these comments. Mike says, talk about Dow Jackson too. He looked like us. I don't vote for him anymore because that's why my parents did. But I also left their home and became When I became a man, I put away child's thing. I don't have to depend on my mother's and father's opinion on who I should not vote for. I should vote for whoever I vote for because of my beliefs and my understanding. Or don't vote at all. If you don't know what the heck you voting by, I because I think I told Mike this we was conversating a week ago. I might have helped somebody get in who ain't had no business getting in. I'm gonna say that again. I might have helped somebody get in who ain't had no business getting in because I just voted straight Democrat or whatever, or I just voted for someone that looked like me. It was a white person running against a black person. I just chose a black. Didn't even read the ballot. Y'all like y'all don't know what I'm talking about. Right now, our kids and elderly are hurting the most. Yes, they are. They are. And definitely they are hurt. I think this is the aspect of ministry that the church is missing. The elderly and the youth. But we talking about bring ye all the tithes and offering into the storehouse that there may be meat in my house. I believe if we was to tithe and the church was to take these funds and we actually brought it into the storehouse, especially in your church, in your community, with all these 50,000 churches we got down here in the Lower Richmond area, we shouldn't have an elderly person lacking for nothing. We shouldn't have to have we shouldn't be having to raise money for back to school bash. No, we ought to be able to bring money straight in. Because we done brought all this tithes and offering into the storehouse. These elderly ought to be taken care of. The kids ought to be well educated. Straight up disrespectful. Shahid, what are we talking about right here, Shahid? Straight up disrespectful. I want to make sure I got that in context. Bella says, C. Rice is my second cousin. I was a little girl. C. Rice, what are we talking about, Bella? Says C. Rice is my second cousin. I was a little girl. Come back to me. My mom told me about her. Okay. Get town woke now. I got you. We need to know why we are voting the way we vote. In my opinion, policy is the main reason we should vote the way we vote. Yes. Shahid says, me too. Get back to the wifey. All of them say something. Okay. All of them say some disrespectful stuff, but the other candidate said something too that was not right. So all of them say disrespectful things. I got you. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I got you. See, yeah. They say this crazy stuff. And then, just like when they said, officially Bill Clinton was the first black president because he got on the Senior Hall. Y'all better remember this stuff. He got on the Senior Hall and was playing the saxophone and doing his thing. Condoleezza Rice. Okay. All right. Let me go back to that. She's your second cousin. Okay. All right. Church wealth is an excellent opportunity for broad black economic empowerment. And yeah, you're right. You're right. Or shall we say was an excellent opportunity for Black economic empowerment. We're coming up on the hour of 9 o'clock. We're going to shut it down at 9 o'clock. But I'm glad that we had this conversation, guys. Again, I'm going to be more, as a task for me and my wife, we want to be more in tune, with our community. My wife is a guidance counselor, so she deals with kids on a regular. So she knows firsthand the lack of support for the kids. She knows the lack of involvement from the parents. She knows the lack of proper support from the system. She experiences all aspects of our youth. She sees firsthandly the parents that are not involved in their kids' life when it comes to school. She sees the lack of support from the community or the system to the things that the kids need, as well as any other school. She sees it firsthand. I see it firsthand because she comes home and I can tell that she'll tell, baby, this person don't have nothing, and we need this at school, and the school is blah 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 blah. It's we just got to get better, guys. We got to get better. What's going on? This is my cousin, Crystal Clay. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Craig, man, tell everybody we said, hey, y'all, we got 5 more minutes and we're going to be off here. But yeah. Hamilton, here we go. Hamilton Jacobs says, everyone has the right to vote for who they like. It's up to us to research the candidates and see who's exactly doing the work in our community and every other place. And Hamilton, that's exactly what we're talking about. We I don't know how long you've been listening, but we were talking about most of the time we have voted, and the reason why some people are in positions now and we're not happy for them is we voted for them because of our personal relationship or what we, or our what our eyes related to with the person. And I've done this. I voted for a person just because they was Black. I voted for the big elections because mama them told me, Black folks vote Democrat. That's just it. Yeah. Black folks vote. I have voted and not knowing who the heck was on the ballot, and I might have helped get the wrong person in there because I didn't know. All I know is that's a Black person or the name sound Black. I'm gonna vote for them. And then you know what happens 9 times out of 10 after we make these votes? We just wait for the next election or the vote. Just to walk around with the sticker on our chest that say I voted. Yeah. But that's definitely right. Listen, everyone has the right to vote for who they like. It's up to us to research the candidates and see, this is the important part, and see who is actually doing the work in the community. Who do you see out there putting in that dirty work? Who do you see out there putting in that dirty work? Who do you relate to policy-wise? Because, see, we got to think about this here, too. Now I'm at the position where my votes is really not for me anymore. My votes is for my children and their children, for what's coming up. See, we get so stuck in the rat now of who we voting for because we want it to be. But listen, everything that we do with politics ought to be for the generation or for our kids coming up so it can be set up for them. That's only my opinion. I don't know if y'all agree with that or not. TL says, I hope I just win the mega ball because no matter who get in the chair, they're going to disappoint some folks. And that's why I say, listen, I don't care who win what. Somebody ain't going to like what they do. Somebody ain't going to agree with what they do. And unless you know or understand the policies or the politics of what's going on, unless you really listen, back to what Hamilton said. Research and understand, like TL said, we're going to be disappointed regardless of who we put in office. So y'all stop putting your best friends or your cousins in these offices and stuff. Bella keeps saying, have a blessed day. Thank you for tuning in. Getting ready for service as well. Y'all, we got 2 minutes that we getting ready to get out of here. Mike said churches was Black Wall Street. But again, I'll be touching base on church folks next week. Todd, lead them church folks. They might pull you out of the pulpit. I'm just saying they did my friend like that too. Well, and even with that situation, and I don't know who in particular you talking about, we got to remember in these situations of people being put in or put out of position, we got to make sure that we privy of all information about the situation. Yeah, because sometimes our friend, your friend, my brother, my sister, my daddy, my mom, my uncle, grandparents, or whoever, auntie, because our relationship to the person, we only going to see that, listen, know the whole story. That's with anybody. Because if I need you on my side, I'm only going to tell you my side of the situation. I ain't going to tell you I messed up and that's why I got put out. Or that's why I lost my position at work. Or that I remember in United States Marine Corps boot camp, I was the guy. The guy that's in charge, he's pretty much the number one person who knows more than everybody else in the platoon. So doing training, I was good. I was better than everybody. But I did something that I wasn't supposed to do. And I was replaced as the guy. Now, out of all of the good stuff I did, the wrong thing I did got me put out of position. See, we'll tell everybody about all the good. And my drill instructor used to say this right here, especially when I got put out of position, and he had me doing those up on the quarter deck. He had me in a leaning rest doing them push-ups and the mountain climbs and the jumper deck. He wouldn't even listen, especially when he caught you red-handed. He used to say this right here, Mickens, and you wonder why. You wonder why. Some of us who done got put out of positions, or some of the people who done lost positions in every aspect of life, you wonder why. But you know there's some stuff you ain't telling everybody. You know, there's some stuff you did something. You did something now. Come on, folks. You did something now. There ain't no way no out of the blue something come up and people don't want you to be lead them or be the supervisor or be the lead man or be the pastor or be the deacon or the trustee or people don't want to be your friend no more. Something happened other than I don't know why they acting like that. Something happened. And we can talk about it. After doing the research and they get elected, candidates do change. Yeah, they change. And sometimes they have no choice but to change. Yeah, y'all, I'm getting ready to get out of here. You are correct. We voting on the future. We voting on the future. Yeah, Francis, hey, again, y'all keep my good friend Francis B. Wade in our prayers, who is recently lost her son. We just want to pray your strength in the Lord, and we express our condolences to you. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Kenneth Grubbs, good morning, Todd, and to everyone else. Yeah, good morning. Good morning, Kenneth. Thanks for tuning in. I enjoyed. Have a great. Thanks, Travell. Thank you. Listen, real quickly, before I get off, if you all in enjoyed the show and you would like to be a blessing to the show, listen, $ Early Morning Praise. Please be a blessing to the show. Y'all listen, y'all can see I don't care talking about the topics, okay? I don't care. And I ain't for or against nobody, no situation. When you hear something on this show, don't insinuate I'm talking to or about somebody. Just know that I'm bringing light to the forefront, and we need to discuss it because there's two sides to every story, and then there's the truth that's straight down the middle. Donate. Send me $7,000. Listen, help the ministry continue to grow. As far as my TV show that comes on every Sunday morning at 6:30 on channel 63.1 on our local channels throughout Columbia area, Columbia, Orangeburg, Sumter, almost down to Lancaster, Ridgeway, almost to Charlotte. Some people get the show. It comes on channel 63 on Direct TV and channel 4 on Spectrum. Donate to the TV show that we can continue to bring you the best in gospel music. You can donate also through Zelle at MatthewToddMickens.com or at MatthewToddMickens@Yahoo. Listen, no amount is too small or too big. It is greatly appreciated. We love you. Thanks to my producer, my wife, who does all my productions for the TV show. Thank her for showing me how to run this show where I don't have to keep calling her from downstairs to come help me out with a problem. She's my executive producer of the show. If you want to mail in check or money order, listen, no checks, money order only, please. It works out better that way. Money order only, please. It works out better, and make it payable to Early Morning Praise. Don't make it payable to Todd Mickens, because this goes to the ministry. And a lot of times, and let's just be honest, when people see your personal name and stuff, they can't see no far from the hand in front of their face when they need to write out something to you. You know, no, listen, everything that we do is a business aspect and a ministry aspect. So make money orders payable too. Don't send no cash. Please. Early Morning Praise, P.O. Box 91073, Columbia, South Carolina. Send your, if you want to send a check, that's fine. Make sure it's a certified check. But whatever support you do it from the bottom of your heart, that we may be able to continue this journey. So again, Early Morning Praise, $ Early Morning Praise by Zelle, MatthewToddMickens@Yahoo.com, and Early Morning Praise, P.O. Box 91073, Columbia, South Carolina. Guys, I'm getting ready to get on back out of here. I thank y'all. Hamilton Jacobs, appreciate you saying that to my good friend Francina. Be with Radio Francina. Yeah, Radio Francina. So guys, I appreciate you. And listen, my platform is open for all subjects of discussion. So if we need to come back on here and speak on all the way from the Clyburn, somebody brought up Clyburn, somebody brought up Darrell Jackson, we've been bringing up situations with the school system, we've been bringing up situations with politics. The only way that we can help and get the word, listen, small as my platform is, or as big as my platform is, the conversation needs to be had. We don't come on here to bash one particular side, because like I said, we all will agree and disagree with whoever is in charge or whoever has been doing the work. But as Hamilton said, listen, when it's time to look and see who's doing the work. Look and see who's doing the work. Look and see who has done it. Look at the track record. If I'm not mistaken, a lot of this stuff is public knowledge. But again, as I said myself, me personally, I am guilty of not knowing what the heck is going on in my own community. And I can't make a conscious or a smart or proper decision. We got to stop going and voting for people just because we know them, or just because we seen them, just because they're black, just because they're white, just because they went to our church. We got to know that this person has genuine concern and genuine love for the community. All right. So again, Travell says, have a great day. Y'all guys, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And in 30 seconds, I will be out of here. See y'all later on. Go to somebody's church. Amen. Anybody's church. But remember, whatever side of the story you hear, And listen, you ought to challenge people who only tell you their side of the story. You ought to challenge them. Because a lot of times we get misinformation because we only listen to one side of the story. All right? I hope y'all love me. I hope y'all still love me. But it's all right. Because in 30 seconds, I'm gone.